Alright guys, I am back for another video on the Lexus. Today is going to be doing the gas lines. What I did is I got some 5/16 nylon line. I'm using compression fittings at the filter and then at the tank back there. But right now, I used a PVC pipe in there. So I glued a PVC pipe in there. So that's a safe place for this to go to. This fits in it like perfect. So that's cool. I don't have enough of it, but this will at least get it out of the engine bay, and then I'll put more on later. Right now I just got to get this connected to the compression fitting. Right now it's just slid in, so I need to get that tightened up. Okay. That's all good. All right guys, I got this AC compressor delete. I'm about to drop that thing in there. That's in. Next is this bracket. So this is the alternator bracket with this is the tensioner right here. This guy was all seized, so I just had to use some penetrating blaster and let some heat, and I was able to get it loose. So now I'm gonna clean that stuff up and get that put back in the car. So it appears that my alternator, I forgot about this, but I snapped a bolt off in there. So what I have done is right now it's soaking in penetrating oil, and I just welded this nut onto it. So before I'm gonna let the nut cool, since that right now is gonna be expanded. So then I need to let that cool, and then I can heat up this aluminum on the outside. And hopefully that will expand enough for me to zip this thing out. So it's just upside down so it'll soak in. And just like that, the alternator is in. I still need to run this harness down there, but that's gonna be next. I'm gonna put the serpentine belt on that I just bought. See exactly where this wire harness goes without hitting it. Right now, Jack, my wiring guy, who knows what he's doing, is helping me out with extending this fuel tank or fuel pump wire harness to the trunk. In the last couple hours, I've just gotten these two lines on for the evap. These two lines right here go to my fuel neck, which I seem to have lost, so I might have to take the fuel neck off of this one. I could have possibly thrown it away, I did not mean to. And then this line right here, I'm not sure exactly what it does, so I might just plug it. This is kind of where the trunk or the gas tank's gonna lay. I'm planning on building some shelving here and some brackets to mount there, and then another bracket there. I'm gonna have that closed in. I just gotta take off all this insulation crap that I put on like 7 years ago, and it's not easy, so I might just have to take the wire wheel and get dusty. But yep. And just like that, after about probably 2 to 3 hours of just screwing around, I put everything on and then realized the harness needed to go behind the alternator, put it behind the alternator, and then after I put it behind the alternator, put everything back on, I forgot that I had this bracket here, and then I realized that it actually goes in between the alternator bracket and this bracket, so I take it all apart again. But got the belt on, got the coolant line. I still need to fill it with coolant, so maybe I'll do that tonight. Had to add a couple more things, this engine mount right here, and the coolant reservoir and the coolant line, but now, besides the battery, everything is good. So right now I'm gonna take the battery to O'Reilly's and get it charged up for tomorrow. And I'll be back in a little bit.